So listen, you've always wanted to invest, but you never had the chance to up till now. Now that you have some funds to invest, you're looking into some stocks. But where should your money go? The reality is, everyone has different opinions on where to invest your money. Some really love cryptocurrency, some really like blue chip stocks, and some even like startup companies that have high growth potential. And some people even like keeping their money as cash. I totally get that it can be overwhelming and frustrating to hear about all of these investment opportunities that you could possibly take. The choices are actually endless. Well, look no further because I have an answer for you. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Paul and this is Masterpiece Finance. My channel is dedicated to educating others on personal finance, investing, entrepreneurship, and personal growth. If you're interested in any of these topics, please smash the like button and subscribe for more future videos. Like I mentioned earlier, I know that investing can feel intimidating because there's so many options and so many opportunities to invest in. In today's video, I'm going to be going over one type of investment that you could possibly consider investing in to really invest stress-free. The investment that I'm going to be talking about today is Charles Schwab's S&P 500 Index Fund, otherwise known as SWPPX. Now, the first question that pops in your mind is going to be, what is SWPPX? SWPPX is Charles Schwab's S&P 500 Index Fund. It's actually pretty simple. The S&P 500 is an index that tracks the 500 largest companies in the United States. SWPPX tracks the S&P 500 directly. By purchasing one share of SWPPX, you're essentially buying one share of the 500 largest companies in the US. You've all probably heard of the largest companies in the US: Amazon, Apple, Microsoft, Google, Tesla, JP Morgan, Visa, and etc. If you invest in just one share of SWPPX, you're buying all of these companies all at once. Looking at the history of SWPPX, this index fund has actually performed pretty well. In the last 10 years, this index fund has an average return of around 14.75%. That means if you invested $1,000 10 years ago, that $1,000 would have grown to over $4,000 just from compounding growth. This is pretty much a 4 times return on your investment, and all you really had to do was buy and hold the index fund itself. It's pretty easy, huh? Now I'm going to go over a few benefits of buying SWPPX. The first and most important benefit is diversification. In the stock market investing world, diversification is the key to success. For example, if you aren't diversified and you hold only one single investment, what happens when that investment falls 50%? You basically lose 50% of your whole investment. If you're well diversified, on the other hand, if your investment drops, your other investments will keep you afloat. SWPPX holds over 500 different stocks. This means that if you invest in this fund, your money is divided between 500 different stocks. The most important thing is when you invest in this fund, you're getting as much exposure as possible to the 500 largest companies in the United States. Historically, in the long term, these companies have produced a lot of money. The second benefit of buying SWPPX is the super low expense ratio. If you don't know what an expense ratio is, an expense ratio is a very small cost that these brokerages charge just for operating fees. SWPPX has one of the lowest expense ratios for all index funds at 0.02%. The third benefit of investing in SWPPX is that it's stress-free. All you have to do is continuously buy the fund and know that your investment is growing for you and that you don't have to rebalance your portfolio at all. That's the beauty of index funds, as your rebalancing is done for you. For example, for SWPPX, if there's a company that's performing poorly, Charles Schwab will take out that company and replace it with a much better performing company. You don't have to do anything yourself, so it's super convenient. Now that you know a little bit more about SWPPX and index funds in general, the next question you may have is, okay, and where and how can I buy this index fund? Well, I have some good news for you. It's really easy to buy into this index fund. All you have to do is go into the Charles Schwab website, click on make an account or create an account, sign up, and then open an account. Once you open an account, you're going to go into your account and then pretty much buy the ticker symbol SWPPX. It's as simple as that. Smash the like button if you didn't think building wealth was this easy. Now, another thing that I should note is that SWPPX is also available to buy at other brokerages like Fidelity and Vanguard. But I would only recommend buying Schwab index funds at Charles Schwab, Fidelity index funds at Fidelity, and Vanguard index funds at Vanguard. This is because if you don't buy the index fund that's specific to the brokerage, you might be charged other fees. For example, you wouldn't buy SWPPX on Fidelity, and you wouldn't buy a Fidelity index fund like FXAIX on Vanguard. Now the next question you may have is, okay, then is SWPPX better than buying individual stocks? Of course. Warren Buffett, one of the most famous billionaires, quotes this: by periodically investing in an index fund, the know-nothing investors can actually outperform most investment professionals. Now don't get me wrong, I personally buy individual companies as well, and these companies are companies that I personally think will thrive and grow for the long term. Now obviously individual stocks come with more risk, as you're pretty much relying on one company to perform really well in the long term. But with index funds, all you have to do is buy and hold the fund, and bad companies will be filtered out, and good companies will continue to make you money. It's pretty simple. Ultimately, in my opinion, the best way to start investing is to rely on the S&P 500 increasing over time. One of the best quotes that describes buying and holding index funds is this: don't look for a needle in the haystack. Just buy the haystack. That's it for today's video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you're new here, my name is Paul, and this is Masterpiece Finance, where I talk about personal finance, investing, entrepreneurship, personal growth, and financial literacy. If you learned anything throughout this video, please smash the like button and subscribe for more future videos, as it really does help me out a lot. Thank you so much for watching, and always remember that your life is a masterpiece, so let's unlock that full potential. Catch you guys in the next video. Peace.